Right, so let's take another EVA report, actually. There we go, over... Oh, Nemesis has many crags appear to insult you. Ah, how... insulting? Yeah. I was looking for a different word, but no. Right, so the reason why we brought Jadron along is because we have a special location we need to take Jadron to. Jadron is, of course, a world-renowned scientist back on Solitude, and she wants to visit this specific location of Nemesis's Calm Flats so that she can do some sciencey stuff, I guess. Katrina, get out and take an EVA report over Calm Flats. Get some sort of deja vu. Wonderful. So we'll time warp ourselves around. We can probably do... We need to actually keep an eye on our life support and our habitation. Yeah, so it's not mainly life support that's the problem. We've got enough supplies for 30 days, but our Kerbals will start misbehaving if they get stuck in this pod together for 7 days. I assume by that point you'll have run out of jokes and small talk, so they're going to start going a little bit stir crazy. Apparently, Katrina Kerbin has only got 6 days of habitation, whereas Jadron is 7. And usually that's a sign of superior training. I guess Jadron's more intelligent because she's a scientist, but still, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we need to keep an eye on that. But at the moment, we're absolutely fine. It didn't take long to get out here. The round trip shouldn't be too much of a problem. And we got a milestone for performing a spacewalk in orbit of Nemesis. Wonderful. Okay, let's move ourselves around. Oh, Highlands. Ah, we missed it. Bugger. Okay, let's time up a little more carefully this time. Steep slopes, we've got over that. We need to get Highlands and Lower Midlands, I believe. There isn't even a Midlands biome, so I'm not entirely sure why there's a Lower Midlands biome. But, you know, whatever. I'm not one to question Games Links in his... Oh, there we go. Grab that. You ponder how you're ever going to set foot on this hunk of rock. That is a good thing to ponder, because it's certainly not particularly forgiving terrain. But I guess that's why we picked a landing site which is Calm Flats. Not that that was entirely our choosing, that landing site, but hey. Steep slopes. Now we just need to get Lower Midlands, wherever they are. I have no idea. We have to get over all of this really, really steep terrain. Steep slopes. Lower Midlands. Oh, we already had Lower Midlands. Oh, so we got all the biomes then. We've done all of it. Okay, that's fine. Right, now we need to plot ourselves a maneuver. That's a little too... There we go. To get ourselves over. That's a little bit too aggressive. Let's do a whole orbit, and then we'll plot it. So we'll orbit ourselves round, and then we'll plot a much more gentle inclination change somewhere. Yeah, here. We'll do it at apoapsis. Because we need to do an inclination change to make sure we actually get to the right landing site, like so, and ooh. Too much retrograde. It's always a bit finicky tweaking these. And oh, we want to actually don't want to go down too far because, you know, mountains. So we'll make sure we have somewhat of a periapsis. I don't know how much Nemesis is actually going to rotate in the meantime. That's the thing. But I guess we'll find out, right? Yeah. Okay, that looks close enough, and it'll have rotated a little bit in the time. So we can always move about a little bit as we get closer. Right, let's time warp round to that node, and we'll get ourselves our maneuver. Yeah, look, we're acting as a relay for Progress 3. That's interesting. Even though Progress 3 should be able to get connection, but hey. And here we go. Right, estimated burn is 31 seconds. Hello, that's quite a big burn, actually, saying that we are doing quite a hefty inclination change. Maybe a bit better idea to do it on the way down. No, we'll do it now. There we go. I'm just aware that we are using a lot of our rather limited fuel. Yeah, for this inclination change. But hey, we're getting paid about 200 grand for taking Jadron to this part of Nemesis. So hey, I'm not one to complain, right? Let's keep an eye on this, make sure we're actually not going to smash into a mountain. That would not be fun. And there we go. That's alright. We didn't use too much fuel either. Okay, that's all okay. Let's time warp round. Hope we don't crash into a mountain once again. And here we go, everyone. We're landing on Nemesis. Look at that. Terrifying body. Ooh, very spooky. But as I said, we've picked a pretty calm landing site. Well, I mean, it is the calm flats, so yeah. There you go. Activate our navigation for that. Distance to the area. This is all the waypoint manager mod, by the way, which is very, very helpful. It makes things pop up, makes things these waypoints much, much easier to find. Yeah, you have to sort of hope in stock KSP, so it's just a sort of quality of life mod, of which I actually have quite a few. Right, now there is a mountain in the way. I'm hoping we can get over that. We're not descending too fast. Okay, no, we can get over it. Right. Now we have to burn a little bit towards it. Yeah. Oh, so the planet did rotate a bit underneath us, so our inclination change was a little bit too aggressive. That's quite alright. We'll extend our landing legs now. There we are. Okay. And let's get burning, I think, down towards this landing site. There we go. That's all the inclination change I think we need. So now we just need to hold on retrograde. There we are. Katrina. Hello, Solitude. You're looking particularly beautiful today. Okay, and then wait until we're a bit closer. Actually, I think we'll probably start burning now. Trust me to go to Nemesis while this part of the moon is pretty much in darkness. To be fair, though, there's probably not many times when this area is actually in light. This is supposed to be calm flats. This doesn't look particularly calm, if I'm honest. Yeah. Okay, we'll cancel out more lateral velocity than vertical. It's quite a weak little engine, this, but it's quite efficient and it's very low profile. I mean, it's called the Atlas low profile engine, so it'd be a bit silly if it wasn't. Right, there we go. We head on our retrograde marker and drift down. Oh, I think we'll burn a little bit more this way. I think that's going to be close enough. Yeah, we're 5 kilometers up and the distance to area is 3 kilometers, so I think we're landing roughly in the area. Don't have to be too precise with this, he says. Hoping that he's actually going to land in it, right. Here we are. Not the most picturesque part of Nemesis, if I'm honest. And, you know, we got some mountains. Well, to be fair, all of Nemesis is covered in mountains, so yeah. Oh well. Yes, this is not a particularly friendly looking part of Nemesis. I think we landed in the wrong neighbourhood. But oh well, we can't really do anything about it now. This engine does throttle quite slowly, if I'm honest. So, oh hello. Shadow glitch. I love shadow glitches. We're landing on a hill. And I don't think we quite landed in the area. Where do I have to go? Is it? It's that way. Alright, go that way. We didn't land close enough. They're going to be a little bit... Yeah, I thought we didn't have to be too precise, but... Nope, we have to be very precise with this landing, so... I am worried about how much fuel we'll have for getting home. So the gravity on Nemesis isn't too extreme. So... maybe it'll be okay. Oh, we're entering the area. Oh, wonderful. Okay. This is actually flatter ground as well, so let's get ourselves down to this surface, shall we? There we go. I say flatter. Yeah, flatter is a relative term. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And... oh, we're going upwards. Touchdown! The Eagle has landed, everybody! Woo! Look at that. I mean, we're not in sunlight, really, but that's not going to make the best thumbnail because it's not actually in sunlight. Maybe we should time warp a bit, see if the sun's setting or rising. Are you rising or setting, sun? You're just moving around because we're on the pole, obviously, but it's kind of setting, so I don't think we're going to get much better sunlight than this. So let's get all this stuff done before we sort of run out of electric charge. Are we still getting sunlight? Oh, we are getting sunlight, yeah. Just not Yeah, we're getting about half sunlight. Right, materials study. Hello. You accidentally break something. You hope the warranty is still valid. So do I. Mystery goo observation. The goo seems to mimic Nemesis's surface. Nemesis's surface. That's hard to Nemesis's. Nemesis's surface. You were the same fate will befall you. We've done temperature scan, but we'll do that again. It's too late to see the indication here. Atmospheric pressure scan. Blah 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 blah. Crew report. Every moon has two sides, and you feel like you landed on the wrong one. Ooh. Very ominous. And now, Katrina's going to do an EVA report from the calm flats of Nemesis. You felt like you could jump all the way into orbit, and you failed. Ah, well. And here we go. It's sort of very gracefully glitched onto the surface. And look at that. Oh, wonderful. We can't take surface samples yet, which is annoying, but we need to upgrade the R&D centre for that. What we can do, though, is plant a flag. Do the honours, please, Katrina. Wonderful. Site name! I guess Calm Flats Landing. That's a little bit... I'll go Pegasus 2. Calm Flats. We come... not as explorers, but as people trying to get as far away from the sun as possible. It's one small step for a Kerbal, and one small step for Kerbalkind. This isn't the first time that Kerbals have set foot on another world, because, I mean, Solitude itself is another world, but, you know, don't think about it too much. Okay, here we go. We'll just jet ourselves over here. Grab on that. And board. And wonderful. Do we have any more contracts to do? We need to recover the temperature scan that we got in space near Nemesis. We need to return to Solitude from a flyby of Nemesis. Yeah, no, we flew by Nemesis, so we just need to recover the spacecraft. We've done Mystery Goo on the Calm Flats. So, yeah. We need to do it in the steep slopes as well. That's annoying. But we have brought Jadron Kerman to the waypoint. We've done all the science experiments we need to do. All we need to do is bring this home. We've done all our contracts. I think it's time to get heading back. We haven't spent long on the surface, but as I said, you know, I am aware... Oh, hello. Loads of new strategies. But yeah, I'm certainly aware of the fact that we have a bit of a time constraint on this. What with Katrina and Jadron going stir crazy. So, there we go. We've taken Jadron to the part of Nemesis she wanted to go to, and I believe now it's time to get out of here. Right, so what we want to do is burn along Nemesis's retrograde vector, which means that way we're upside down, so that means relative to the sun we are going that way. Okay, we can do that. I am, however, aware that our fuel situation is very, very precarious, and I think we probably want to save as much weight as possible. So I'm going to get Jadron out, and what we're going to do is collect the data. We don't really need to restore it at this point, but hey, you know, whatever. We'll get you up on top of the spacecraft, or not. No, there we go. Right, we got it. Okay, and we're going to collect the data from all these. And I think what we're going to do is going to decouple this science module. It's got life support in it as well, but we actually have more than enough life support for this mission. We can pump some life support, some more life support into the capsule, and we still have the life support recyclers going on in this capsule. It's actually quite an advanced capsule. So I think we should be fine for life support. We have 30 days worth, and yeah, this mission hasn't even lasted 2 days yet, so yeah, we're fine. So we'll board this. Right, are there any supplies kept in this? Actually, no. So, yeah, they've eaten their way through some supplies. They can last, I think, they can last some time without supplies, I think. So what we're going to do is decouple that. You served us well, little science module. But down the hill you go. Right, now we've done that, I think it's time that we try and get off this rock. I know we haven't been here long, but I want to get them home. I am worried about this fuel situation and about the life support situation. How long do they actually have now to get back? Oh, they have 14 days. Okay, well, that's fine. So we have plenty of time, but still. Let's get out of here. Straight over. And burning like so. And there we go. Let's try not to crash into any mountains. And let's hold that vector. So basically, we're not going to try and fight Nemesis's gravity. We're just going to burn laterally so fast that we escape its gravity. Go straight into orbit around Solitude. If we don't hit a mountain in the process. And there we go. We're already in orbit. Technically. Even if we are very close to the surface. Whoa, that was close. Okay. That's horrendously close, that. Yeah. Trying to save as much fuel as possible. And, crap. We didn't. It looks like we haven't quite managed to get back. Okay. Okay, right. Let's deal with this now. We don't need this anymore. So, okay, let's ditch everything we don't need. Which is that. Okay, there we go. We've just got the capsule left. Cool. And I think what we're going to do is we need to be sort of perpendicular to Solitude, like that. It's difficult because our camera's changing all the time. No, that is about right. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, this is a bit of a strange thing to do, but okay, no, this is confusing actually. Let's wait until we get out of Nemesis's sphere of influence, because that's certainly not helping us. And right, there we go. We're in Solitude's sphere of influence. Can we afford to wait till we get to Apoapsis? It's 1 day away, and we have we have time actually. So let's do that. We're gonna time warp around. So they're going to be in orbit for another day, but that's okay. So orbit round. Don't worry, everyone. I have an idea. I have an idea. Now, the amount of delta V in the... well, we almost flew by Guardian. In the little EVA packs that the Kerbals carry is actually quite significant. So what we're going to do is we're going to push this back to Solitude using a Kerbal. This is absolutely ridiculously stupid, but we're going to do it. So I think we'll get Jedron out while Katrina is holding the retrograde marker. We're going to push ourselves out. Try and save as much fuel as possible. UV propellant, there we go. And we're going to push. Yep, we're pushing a space capsule with a Kerbal. Yeah, I can't believe we ran out of fuel. This was ridiculously close on the fuel front. Is that working? It is working! Very slowly, but very surely. We're deorbiting everyone. We're doing it! Yes! Go Kerbal Ingenuity! This is going to take a long time. And take a long time. It certainly did. Because, of course, there's only a certain amount of EVA propellant in these little RCS packs. So, of course, once it's run out, we have to get back inside the capsule, top up the tank, get back out, and then continue thrusting. This took about half an hour, even using 4 times physics warp. I probably should have got better time warp. I think I will be getting that in future for our longer missions, because it allows you to go up to 10 times physics warp. That's time warping while you're actually changing your orbit, actually thrusting, because normal time warp you have to actually be, not changing your orbit in order to use it. But sure enough, after half an hour or so of getting in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out, we finally get our periapsis within the atmosphere of Solitude, and after a few camera shenanigans from changing our orbit, there we go, we are finally on a trajectory which will bring us home. This was, yeah, slightly interesting end to this mission. The next mission I'm certainly going to be a little more, yeah, certainly going to check my Delta V requirements a little more thoroughly. But sure enough, we managed to bring Jadrin and Katrina home safe and sound with their wonderful bounty of contract and science and no rocks. Because some reason we can't take surface samples. I don't know why. We need to upgrade the R&D center to literally just grab a handful of dirt from the surface and bring it back. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a world-renowned scientist like Jadrin. But sure enough, we touched down just fine on the frozen wasteland that is the night side of Solitude, and we recovered the spacecraft. Well, that mission was a little bit nail-biting, but just look at the amount of science we got. 365.8 science, and the amount of money we got from all the different contracts that we did. Wow, that's pretty freaking awesome. We don't get many funds back from recovering the capsule because of course we landed it, well, in the frozen wasteland side of Solitude, and there wasn't really much left attached to it anyway. But look at that. Do we get to keep Jadrin Kerman as a level 1 scientist? I want to check that. Do we get to keep Jadrin? Oh, no, we don't. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping that we would have kept Jadrin, but no! Of course, she is a world-renowned scientist from Solitude, so she's got far more important things to be doing with her time than helping the space program, I'm sure. Right, well now, I believe we actually have enough science to unlock all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, all but one of them, but I don't think we really need storage technology right now. So we'll grab ourselves advanced construction, which is 90 science, aerodynamics, another 90 science, space exploration, which gives us a telescope, which means we can actually start studying other bodies, and we can grab ourselves one of these recycling, I guess, reduces life support needs. Yeah, we don't need containers, I'm pretty sure, but we're going to need to upgrade the R&D center before we can actually go any further. That's going to cost us, yeah, 902 grand. So we've got a 905 right now, so we're almost there. I don't want to spend that now, otherwise we won't be able to actually afford another mission. But after our next mission, after we've taken on a few more contracts, we're going to upgrade that R&D center and keep pushing towards that elusive warp drive. And of course, I think we'll be launching a telescope sometime soon to have a look at our nearest planetary neighbours.